Woof, woof, woof. Welcome to the Dog Pound, everybody. Oh, look at that. We got 382,000 watching tonight, right off the bat, guys.
Yeah.
Man alive. And we got a show for you guys tonight. It's going to be a little chilly on this show tonight. So get your jackets and your mittens and all that on, because we're going to be talking about fishing from the ice, or if you don't look out, they may kick you in the eye. So I don't know. These guys know all about this stuff. I don't know about it, but hey, I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then I'm going to hand this thing over to Adam. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Jay's undercover tonight. I don't know. Maybe he's got, they elected Trump. Maybe he's got some felonies out on him or something.
Oh, boy.
So I don't know. You better look out. He's all undercover there. What's up, Jay? How you doing? See, can't even speak, man. Can't even speak.
Freezing.
He's getting ready for that icy weather. Then we got over there Mr. Steve Hooker Thomas. What's up, Steve?
Oh, not much. Getting ready for the best time of the year, ice fishing.
Oh, man, I don't know about all that, but anyway, down here in Georgia, we don't know nothing about that stuff. So I got a lot of questions tonight. Then we got the man of the hour, Mr. Producer, Mr. Randy Acura there. Excuse me.
Oh, he had to come
on, Daryl.
Top. Oh, you doing all right, Mr. Randy?
I'm doing good, brother. Happy to be here.
All right. And then we're going to turn it over to the man with a plan that knows all about this ice fishing, makes all these holders for it, and man gets them out the door and stuff. So how you doing, Mr. Adam? We're going to hand this thing over to you, and I'm going to sit back and listen. How about that?
Sounds good. Well, ask questions, ask them away, because, I mean, you can't – I'm not a professional at ice fishing whatsoever. That's why I'm having Steve and Randy and Jay. They do a lot, probably more ice fishing than I do, but I definitely have upped my game, though, since I've gotten guard dogs with the ice game. So, yeah, I'm just going to welcome some of these people coming in today. We got River Rat Ernest 3030. Welcome in.
What's up, River Rat?
We got Lisa, a burrito catfish lady. Thanks for stopping
Burrito!
Let's go.
But yeah, I just want to first talk about just the importance of the guard dog. And it's, I've been thinking about it today. It's just really cool. You find tons of different products, but these products like the guard dog, they stick out because you can use this thing all season long. It's not just summer fishing or open water fishing. You can switch your game and hit the ice, and that's what makes a product a good product. And you always catching fish with it. You can always just throw it in your backpack, or wherever. It's a small. I mean, you can stick it in your wallet if you wanted to. So it's a really unique product, and it's great for all around fishing. But I want to, we're going to talk to Steve. We got Randy. I think he's got some info. We got Jay. So we're going to kind of ask some questions to them. I'm just going to kind of let them take the reins on the, the professionality of the guard dogs and the ice fishing, because I know they've done a lot more than I have with it. So, I mean, Steve, you want to take some stuff, some questions, and
Sure, whatever. I'm down for whatever.
Yeah.
But first of all, I'm not a professional. I just act like one. So
He just plays one on YouTube.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, from us guys down south, y'all guys want to say where y'all fish, what state you fish in, where these people that's down south, like Burrito Lady over there, and Smoky Mountain Catfish. How you doing, buddy?
Smoky Mountain.
And sort of know what's the line, sort of. I guess this is the question. Like, I know y'all gonna tell where you're at, but like, how far down do you come down in the states that would have ice fishing, where you could safely ice fish and stuff like that?
That's a
I don't
good
think it
question. I
goes,
think
you know, up north, there's going to be a lot, right? Up north towards the Canada border, there's going to be good ice fishing, probably pretty early. Back east, right? Michigan,
Mhm.
they get a lot of good
Yep.
ice. And
Wisconsin's
then
pretty much all around. I mean,
yep.
up
And
north.
then like
always
Steve
is.
and I are down here and we're kind of like Midwest. So I think this is probably kind of the furthest you can go because then it gets kind of, I mean, up like Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, places like that, right?
It
Yep.
would be like Ohio, like the northern part of Ohio. Would that be?
You know, I don't know how far east it goes because, like I said, when you start getting to you guys, like in, you know, the south, the southern
Right.
areas, you're not going to see any ice. You'll see snow, but you won't see ice.
Yeah, I mean, I know down here, but I'm just sort of just trying to figure out maybe how far
I know
down the ice
Michigan. I
goes
know
that you got.
Michigan. You can go ice fishing up there.
Yeah, up north is
Yeah.
a given. Coming south, I'd have to look at a map, but like I said, I
Yeah.
think Colorado, it starts to be the most southern part of where you're going to really start getting some good ice fishing. And then, like I said, going west, probably where Steve's at. And then after that, you have to go north to start getting some decent ice, I would think.
Yeah,
At least safe ice.
the Dakotas, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so your ice is gonna change from place to place, and everybody's gonna say their thickness is different for safety. A lot of guys want like 8 inches, 10, 12, but I'll literally crawl on that as long as it's clear. And if you got 3 inches of clear ice, you can fish anywhere you want to fish.
That's a good
And
point.
3 inches is safe as long as it's clear.
Well, we
No,
Not
you're gonna
saying that
say
everybody should do that, but
like
that's what I do.
on some of our lakes we have springs, so it can get dangerous when you
Yep.
get that thin ice, and you can one wrong step and you're. I mean, most of the spots are pretty shallow, but I mean, I still wouldn't want to fall in it.
yeah, lakes are
I
going to
got
be your
fell in
safer
last year
bet.
to about right here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Our lakes, yeah,
dude.
we got the spring. I've seen people on 4-wheelers and 18
Right.
inches of ice, and then they hit one of those springs. Their
Right.
4-wheeler goes down, and most of the time
Right.
there's still ice underneath it, which is really there's like pockets, so it'll fall down like 3 feet,
Right.
and
That's
they'll
what Steve
still
is
drive.
talking
Like,
about.
you're crazy.
The quality of the ice makes all the difference. I mean, early on, you're going to get some really good ice. It's going to be nice and clear. As you get later into the year, especially in Colorado, we get some warm days, so it's
Yeah.
going to melt it, and then it's going to come back and freeze. So you're going to start getting ice levels on ice levels.
Yeah.
It starts going to get milkier,
They get-
and that's not good. By the time you get to the end of the year, there's just some crap ice depending where you go in the metro area.
Yeah. Once it
Right.
warms up, we call it kind of like the ice starts to honeycomb.
Right.
It gets softer, easier to break.
We call it ice maggots, and they pretty much just. Well, I don't know if you've seen my one last year. It was just holes. The whole lake looked like just paper thin holes everywhere.
That's from
And
you
it-
fishing,
that was-
drilling holes,
Yeah.
Basically.
trying to find the fish.
So I mean,
Hey, is that when you get in your flat bottom John boat and
just
have
push
somebody
out to be safe.
push you out there and you got a
I like that.
rope? Yeah, you
Put
got a
a sail
rope
on
tied
it.
to the tree,
Right.
you know, and you just sort of slide it out there and fish out of the
Yeah.
boat.
Not
On
a
top.
bad
I've
idea.
actually taken an inner tube out there just in case once, because it was
That's a cool idea.
pretty sketchy ice, and we were like, I'm still going. I don't care. We're gonna go try it. So yeah, we took some inner
Feeling
tubes.
Steve's one of
put
those
it out
guys
there.
that just trying nature just to see if it's going to swallow him up or not out there.
It looks like
I'm telling you, this is an addiction, bro, like no other.
you know, I started with the guard dog. I didn't really get a chance to ice fish with the first edition guard dog. I got it kind of late in the season, but when the guard dog Pro 1 came out, that's when I started doing the ice fishing thing. So I don't think looking forward to the Pro 2. And while we're talking about one, Steve, if you want to show them the prototype, and guys, I'll just have a disclaimer right now. This is not available yet. This is something that literally after I fished the Pro 1, I spoke with Monty and we came up with a smaller version for ice fishing because the big one does work. In fact, I'll show you a video in a second. But for the ice rods, you're talking about, you know, shorter rods, lighter action, and you want more sensitivity, especially a lot of ice fishing involves trout. So we come up with what we call the guard dog. I think we're calling it ice. That
Yes, sir.
name could change. But show them the prototype if you have it, Steve.
Yep. So if you want to stick me on big screen real quick.
Oh, sorry.
I got you, brother.
Oh, you're good.
Solo. There you go.
So here's the Guard Dog Pro 2, and here's the Mini.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
is
it's pretty
quite a bit
significant,
littler.
right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And so let me see. First of all, this is we're just testing this out for cat claws right now. It's the hard deck for ice fishing. So this thing's amazing, but this is what I use for ice fishing. So I'll just set it up like normal. But what's nice is like the Pro 2, you kind of got to have a little bit bigger eyelet for it. I mean, they're about the same size, but it's not really a bigger eyelet. It's more of a backbone because the bigger ones make your tips weigh down a little longer. But look at this. Hold on. Let me pull this one out real quick.
And just to answer Smokey's question about species, I think most of us are doing mostly trout, a lot of panfish. I've caught saugeye, walleye. What else have we caught to the ice? Largemouth bass, even surprisingly, to the ice.
Yep, I did bass.
Yeah.
I'm going for pike this year. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, pike is really popular if you can do tip ups and stuff.
I can't
So
wait.
this one's one of my crappie rods, so it's got a nice, more flimsy tip. And with the Pro or with the Mini Ice, it even hooks up with my smaller rods very well. And then
Look at that. Bam.
that's just
He's
a
ready to
teeny
set.
tiny little tungsten. And I
Little jig.
bet if I put just, let's see what it does with just, hold on, let me see with just this one. I might have to put one teeny tiny bit on there. Hold on. I was messing with this earlier, but I changed it to the Pro 2, but I had this to where I could set it off with just the teeniest weight.
You
Because I'm so
definitely
ready
need
to go
that for
perch
trout,
fishing, I
man.
can't even wait.
Crappie, definitely crappie. That very light bite,
Oh,
that'd be nice.
perch.
For sensitivity. Yep, perch.
So just that quick, poof.
Bam.
And if
And
anybody that
did you see how small that tungsten was? That's just triggered that.
it's like a what is that, like a 30-second or even smaller probably.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure.
But if
But
But
anyone
it's
knows
teeny.
if anyone knows ice fishing, like especially like crappie fishing and perch fishing too, especially perch fishing, those perch sometimes you can't even tell that they even hit your
Oh
rod.
yeah,
So
they're ridiculous.
when you can get when you can set up a guard dog, with that super sensitive a hit, to let that thing go, man, that's gonna be a moneymaker right there. Putting fish on the ice.
Let me
Hey,
let
but
me
with
show you
that
this video.
same bit, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, brother. If you want to wrap up.
I was gonna say, but with that being said, I can do the exact same thing with the Pro 2.
Come on now,
The
I'm
only
controlling
thing
it.
is,
Push your button.
but the thing
Bam,
is with
barrel.
it's like, so this is what I tell people because I talk about this thing constant. Because dude, I've caught fish on the boat, the water, or hard, regular, bank, all of it. So I'm always talking about it, and people are like, what makes it so special is because you catch everything and anything with this thing. And but like what I tell them is if you get a new dog, you got to train the dog, play with it, and you try to learn it. And that's the same thing with this. If you get it and you take it home and play with it and you can test it, and dude, I can change it to any fishing pole. And like I said, with just a little bit of finesse, dude, I can set it off with just the teeniest of weight.
Yep.
And I mean, it's the more you mess with it, the better you're gonna get. And like I said, since I started with guard dog, I'm a pretty decent fisherman until I got this. And it took me from like right here to the sky's the limit. I mean, I wouldn't have dared try to fish with you guys a year ago, but now I'm wanting to be in every single tournament because, dude, this thing is just amazing. I mean, if you sit down and think about all the fish that come bite your line and you're either talking or you don't even see it, they come in, you probably are missing what, maybe 40, 50%. And then by the ones that you are getting, most of they come in a quick bite and they take off, and then you're just standing there. This thing took me from probably catching 40% of fish. Dude, I'm probably 85, 90%, maybe even higher. And it's just because of that guy right there. I mean, the proof's in the pudding. I've caught 14 different species off this. I mean, it doesn't matter what's underneath of you. It's going to do the same thing time in and time after. The only thing is, like, I mean, occasionally it's going to misfire and come off, or you get into the wind or something, but that's like a teeny minute. If you go back and look at, I mean, I'm not trying to promote my fishing stuff, but if you go and look at mine, you can see from day one when I started using it, that you see my confidence build. You see everything in the last, I've been with Guard Dog since December, so 11 months. Dude, you can just watch me grow from December all the way to now. And it's all started with that guy right there. And
Yeah,
like
and
I
you
said,
make
you can put it on anything.
you make
At
a
least-
good point too. The when we're talking with ice fishing, since that's kind of our topic today, when you talk about ice fishing, if you've never ice fished before, it's probably the equivalent to people who jig off a boat. So it's totally vertical.
Yep.
Right now, fishing from the bank, it has to take a little slack and it has to move a little bit of a run before it sets off, right? In most cases. But when you're fishing on the ice, they're straight up and down, guys. So you can set the sensitivity stupid crazy. And all it takes is the fish just trying to go naturally down, which most of the fish will want to do. Grab the bait and go back down to where it's safe, usually when it's ice fishing. And man, that's why the guard dog is so great on ice fishing.
Yep.
And unless you've tried it, you just wouldn't know.
Lisa said you've been awesome on stand days.
Well, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it.
He
I've sure
tries.
been having a lot of fun.
He tries.
You know,
Just
the
kidding.
one point you said about, you know, when you're not using a guard dog and you miss a fish and you don't know about it. Well, you know, I'm not going to say the guard dogs are 100%, but they're darn close. I've had times where I'd flathead fish and you get like pesky channel cats that'll grab your bait.
Pesky
But
channel cats.
but it's actually kind of a game saver if you think about it. The negative, if your guard dog does go off and you don't hook up on a fish, may say it's a smaller fish that just can't get the bait in, well, that's like you see your guard dogs off and nothing's happened with your rod. You know, it's an indicator, hey, maybe I should check my bait. If you would have missed that without having a guard dog on, you could have just been fishing with a hook out there. That fish could have grabbed your bait, and then your pole's out there, and you could fish for another half an hour without, you know, checking your bait. And, you know, it's takes a lot of time out of the fishing. So I look at the negatives of any product, you know, that can make a positive out of it. And even though the guard dogs for me actually were a higher percentage, I've caught more fish on the guard dog than not using, because I usually I'll run 3 rods with guard dogs, but most of the time it's like I'll run 2 guard dogs, 1 knot, or 1 guard dog and 2 knot. But the percentages are definitely in the 90s for hookups.
Oh,
No,
definitely.
and
that's on all fish.
The thing about the ice fishing, to go back to that too, is like in Colorado you can have 2 rods. So I usually will jig one inside of the shelter. I like to fish in a shelter just because I'm getting old. I'm a little more sensitive to the cold. So I like to fish in a shelter. And then outside my shelter, maybe 10, 15 feet away, I'll put a second rod. And that's where I put the guard dog, right? And then I'll put a bell on that so that I don't have to beat it to set that. Ice fishing, you truly, in most cases, have to set the hook, right? As opposed to the bank, they'll run off with this big circle hook. When you're fishing these tiny jigs, you got to set that hook. They may spit it in, spit it out, bite it, spit it out. So you got to be like Johnny on the spot and bam. And that's what's nice about the guard dog. Let me show this video real quick, guys. This is back, I mean, over a year, maybe 2 years ago, probably 2 years ago now, close to that, of the original, well, not the original, the Guard Dog Pro 1. And anyone who ice fishes, if you've heard about a product called a jaw jacker, that's kind of like a ice fishing specific automatic hooker as well. But it comes with a base and it has all these things and it uses different rods and they work pretty good. But a lot of the times, I don't like using a jaw jacker because I've actually, the size that it takes up in the hut, I don't like using it. Plus, they're pretty expensive. Like, guard dogs are a quarter of the price. But let me show you this real quick, just for those who haven't seen it. La 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 la. Okay, there we go.
Is this the video that you did? Guard dog versus Jawjacker. Yep. I love this video.
Lake George, Colorado. I mean, look at that ice. That's at least 3-4 inches.
It looks lovely.
Oh, it is.
Jay, you ain't gonna catch no girl unless your wife's with you.
You seen Lisa's comment, didn't you?
No, I'm on my phone, bro. I don't see any of the chat.
So if you can't read the screen, if you're watching from a phone, Jawjacker's the bottom, Guard Dog's at the top. I'm using the same line, so trying to be same jig, right? I'm trying to be as clear as I can here. We're just a couple feet away from each other. With the Jawjacker works, it's kind of like a trigger. You'll see it, how the rods reflect right there, just went off.
One in the Jawjacker.
What I like about shelters too, it's as you can see, it's pretty cool to set up a camera. There's no wind blowing, so it's kind of fun to do content from inside a shelter. Just rainbow trout.
Fish on.
There's the guard dog.
Fish on the guard dog.
For those who don't know, that's a flasher radar. Just read the bars. This thing going crazy. It's a pretty good day.
Jawjacker.
Guard dog again. If you never ice fish, man, it's crazy. Because like I said, it's kind of like feels like you're playing a video game almost.
Yep.
They're getting real finicky now.
Oh yeah.
This is a good shot from the outside. We're breaking down for the day, so I just put up the guard dog.
Come on, baby. Another one, the guard dog, baby. Another one, you're witness too, right? Yeah. You're witness. Another one, the guard dog. Yeah, this semi-medium, semi-tiny.
Semi-tiny.
Another one, the guard dog, right in front of us. It's now beating it 5-2. Huh?
Yeah, that's just a little example of how it looks using the first guard dog.
I think
What that is, Burrito, is it's like a fish finder, like a fish indicator to indicate that the fish are there. That's what that little pool noodle looks like. It's just to keep it afloat.
Yep.
Yeah, it holds the transducer. So it's the same thing as you guys use on your boat, right? I mean, old school flashers that they use to find on your boat. I mean, most things now are fancy electronics. So that back then I liked using a flasher, but I mean I'm glad you said that, because this is, in case you're wondering, this is what I like to use now. And luckily, being pro stuff, I was able to save up some money and buy this bad boy. But this is the Panoptics. Again, you guys probably have some of this on your boat, but using something like this is just so crazy on the ice, man. You can see them like no one's business, man. So I love Panoptics. It's kind of pricey, but yeah, you can see the fish coming up. You can see the size of the fish, everything. And this one actually has 2 transducers, so you can. I mean,
and you got like side imaging, right?
yeah, it goes out 100 feet in 360.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's a game changer.
It's probably like cheating a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But you're fishing on ice, so you gotta have fun, right?
But
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
to go back to the Jawjacker and the guard dog, like just comparing it, the things I see from the Jawjacker compared to the guard dog is You know, the most obvious is you can use the guard dog all year round, and
Right.
then the portability of the guard dog, it just you can't even
Yep.
compare it to the jaw jacker, and you know you can just see it in that video. The jaw, I mean, you can slide the jaw jacker out of the way, but you got that piece that goes and sticks into the water, so you have to move it kind of out of there, especially if you have a big fish. You don't want your line tangling.
Yeah, you
And the
definitely
guard dog,
will.
pretty much, it just falls. The guard dog falls down, and half the time you don't even have to move anything. So it's it's
Right.
just a great tool, nice and
I
lightweight
think
and
it's important. I think
easy
it's
to
important to
carry.
have the right rod too, because like with same with the guard dog. I mean, the action. Here's mine that I like to use. This is a Ugly Stick GX2 ice rod, and this is like a medium action. So see, there's a pretty good bend.
Yep.
You can kind of see it, but and then this would be the equivalent of the guard dog setting off. But I mean, that's a good set. That's setting a hook like crazy. That fish is hooked. So, and this is, like I said, the first one that Adam
Yep.
had me field test. This the hard water edition. He even put a little go with fish. Let's go fishing with Randy. I love this thing. This is such an awesome. I can't wait till he's able to make more of these, and for all the ice fishermen out there. Once he uses, guys, I'm telling you, this is the way to go on a rod holder for ice fishing. I love it. Breaks down into two pieces. It's adjustable. It uses the guard dog hook up really well at the bottom, um, just like it does on his other rod holder, but for an ice.
Yep.
Super crazy. I can't wait to get back on the ice and try this.
I'm honestly I'm gonna get rid of or stop using my tip ups, and I'm gonna be
Right.
using just rod and reel, guard dog. I mean, that's what I want to do for northern. I've never really
Nice.
got on any ever big fish on a rod and reel through the ice. It's always been on tip ups, so it's I think tip ups are kind of boring. You just hand line them in. So I
Yep.
really want to get on that, the guard dog train with that. And
Freeze your hands up, right? Trying to reel it in.
yeah, I just think it's more, it's just more exciting and getting in a fight with the,
Yeah.
you got
Yep.
the rod, and I mean, if
Absolutely.
you're using lighter line, it'll be fun. What do you guys use for line then on your reels? You got the ice line, or like this, they make like specific
They
coating.
make fancy ice line.
No, I do not.
Look, fluorocarbon works well. Just regular fluorocarbon or P line from Walmart, right? Because that's fluorocarbon coated. The big thing that I like to use fluorocarbon for is because a lot of the times this is close up and personal as it gets for a fish, right? They come up, you see the jig, and if your line is somewhat visible, the fish that are really tricky, they're going to know what's up, right? They're going to see your line, so you want the line to disappear. That's why I like to use
Yeah.
fluorocarbon, 6 pound max, right? Usually 4 is pretty
That's
good,
what I
right?
use.
Yeah, 6 pound max. I mean, any bigger than that, again, they can kind of sense something's up with it. Because you got to remember the jigs are tiny too, guys. That's why we use really light line. You catch some huge fish with tiny jigs and
Yep.
6 pound tests as long as you drag a set right. So you don't need to
Awesome.
go heavy line.
But here's the one thing about ice fishing is you can use like all sorts of different little jigs wait, hold on, let me find this
Oh,
to
yeah,
where
there's
you got something with a little
so
bit of
many,
flash.
right?
You know what I mean? I mean, you want to set it up to. I mean, I don't know. I try it for a whole bunch. I even fish stuff like this. That's a 4-inch tube jig
Right?
under
Let me
the
show
ice, and I'll
Jay's.
tip it with a piece of Blue River carp or a piece of chub or something like that. Dude,
That's
I've
good for
caught some of
Laker.
my biggest fish off of a 4-inch tube jig.
Sure.
Awesome. So
Jay,
what's up,
Jay,
Chrissy?
where those jigs you had? Let's show them that real quick. Yeah, these are typical ice jigs. So really small, 1/32, even lighter. But like I said, you took that with a mealworm, different colors for different days. It's weird, dude. Some days different colors work better for some reason. But white seems for me, it seems to be the best. White and chartreuse.
For those ice jigs Jay's holding up, why do they make them like that flat shaped? I always wanted to or know
Well,
why
I
they did that.
think part of that is you got to remember too is
Is that
depending
for
on what you're
vertical
doing,
jigging?
it'll flutter, but you got to have a bigger surface to even see some of these jigs on flashers, right? Fish
Okay,
finders. If it's
got it.
super thin, you have to crank up your gain, and now you're getting all this interference and crap, right? So
Yeah,
some of the fatter, but they move quickly. That'll show up I've noticed, and same with tubes. That's what's nice about tubes. They show up really good on flashers. If you
Cool.
like these like Vexilar flashers, you want
Yeah.
to have a little surface area to it. Yeah. Oh, those are rat finkies. Those are really nice to chase holding.
Oh yeah, I love rat finky, and I like to tip them with like the power bait nuggets
Yeah.
or the gulp little maggots.
Right.
Them
Right.
things work amazing. And then power bait also makes the ones for crappie fishing. Oh, dude,
Right.
them things are a game changer.
Little
Stick them
glitter
on
action.
a rat finky or a little tungsten jig. Oh man,
Yeah.
dynamite.
And he said that tungsten. I mean, that's another. That's the. I mean, as ice fishing developed, they found out the better materials to use. Tungsten is probably the most widely used right now because for the size, um, it's just the weight. That thing sinks really quick. So when you're fishing deep water, some of these really light jigs take a while to get down there. That's the other reason why you use the lightest line you can get. But it's these tungsten jigs, even though they're tiny, man, they sink like rocks, bro. Just the
Dude, and
weight of
that's
them.
the other nice thing about putting like a flasher on, because that's just a cast master, but that gives you more weight. And I think that's a lot of the thing is trying to get down to them, because once you get there, it's usually game over. But
Right?
dude, like you said, if you're sitting there with a 132nds or a 164 trying to get it to go down, you're going to be
Takes
there for
forever,
half an
dude.
hour.
You're missing fish then, right? Like, I gotta get back down there because that's the thing. I don't know
Right.
about you guys, but most of my fish, I guess it depends on how early or later in the season it is, but most of my fish are just hovering off the bottom, a foot off the bottom, it seems. It seems to be
Yeah.
popular for most of the fish I'm going for. Some come suspend, I guess, depending on once again, the time of season, but most of them seem to be like a foot off the bottom, right above the weed line.
Yep.
It's
And
pretty-
that's like I said, I'm in Utah, so I got the same law as you do with just the 2 rods, and I'll run one down about a foot off the bottom. And then trout like to come in schools, and they're always moving. So I'll keep one suspended about mid column. And I like to run
Yeah.
around 32 feet is my prime where I found that it was best for me. So I'll run one down about 31 feet, one about 15 feet. And like I said, I usually will run something big and something teeny until the fish tell me what they want. Or
Right.
if I'm in a tournament or something, I'm going to keep running that big one, because I mean, if you look at it like humans, I mean, if you had a great big guy, he's not going to get off the couch for a couple of potato chips, but he might for a whole bag of potato chips. So if you got something that's a little bigger, they just got to take one big swoop, and that's a big meal versus having to exert all that energy. I mean,
Right.
at least it's been working for me in Utah.
So you're gonna go for pike, Adam? What are your plan? What is your rig gonna be?
It's I don't really use like artificial bait when I ice fish. So I'll use for northerns or walleye. I use shiners, so live
Nice.
shiners.
Yeah.
I've used
Good one.
like frozen or like full schmelt that are
Yeah,
dead.
smells really good.
Just because it's an oily fish.
Sure.
Lots of scent. And then that's about it. I mean, I usually I've never caught them on rod and reel. I've tried. I've missed them on my rod and
Hmm.
reel, but this was, when I without the guard dog and just trying to make weird little things on my rods to give me indicators that I had a northern on. But
Yeah,
I would
northerns are
just
nice
use,
to the ice.
you use like the tip ups and you have like the like that braided black line on there, and I just put it right. I didn't have no leader. It was just a treble hook. And like a sinker or two, like an 1/8 ounce or like a 16th ounce weight above it, and put it usually right above the weeds, and then
Right.
just sit there and wait. But yeah, this year I just want to transition into all rod and reel and set up the guard dogs. I'm going to use like bait runners. I'm going to try bait runners with the
Nice.
guard dogs, and just have my bait runner enough where it's going to set the guard dog off, but it's
Right.
also going to be able to kind of give a line out, because northerns, what they'll do is grab it and then they just take off. They don't go straight down. They'll take line out until it's gone. So yeah, I'm excited to try it.
Using the guard dogs, it's about time for us. We're midway point. About time for us to.
Just want to welcome in Mike Irvin. Dominic Hollis is in the house. Thanks for
What's up,
stopping in,
Dom?
guys.
Mike?
Take a real quick break here and let people grab their water or coffee or whatever and show our little guard dog at work.
All right. Let me get that rolling, folks. We'll see you guys in just a sec.
All right, guys. You can get those at guarddogproducts.com. And hey, get you one like these guys said. They're year round, and you can take and use them winter, summer, spring, and fall, and even through the ice hole.
What is
Oh
this?
yeah,
What's this on
100%.
screen here? Dominic caught a fish. What is this?
He caught it on live.
I was
He's-
going to say,
He's been skunked for so long. He
But
finally
he
got one on
didn't
live.
catch it on the live fishing league, but he did catch one.
Yeah, this was Monday.
He caught it off of the live fishing league.
Yeah.
well, video art never happened, right?
It's on live. I haven't
So-
seen it. But
I'm just messing around.
Hey,
For
we got a
everybody-
tournament Friday or Saturday. Maybe he'll redeem himself. He'll have a partner Saturday. So
who's his
Oh,
partner?
and it's-
Does he have? Does he?
This
have
is the
Stan?
mystery one, isn't it?
yeah. Well, you'll draw for them, and we'll know who our partner is for. If we
Okay.
draw, if we draw Dominic, we've already said we're going to try to give him some gas money. Come down here to Tennessee to fish. We're going to put him in a spot on the bank, let him fish.
Better
What's
take him
up,
to
Randy?
Walmart, put him in the
Coming
aquarium.
in.
Hey, Randy.
Dominic's
Hey,
getting
Randy.
heated. Dominic's getting heated.
Hey, I am gonna make come here if you get to be mine and Woody's partner. We already said we're gonna send you $10, $15 worth of gas to come down.
He's too afraid to come up on panel tonight.
His hair is
So,
probably on.
hey guys, so what are some safety tips for these guys in chat or people that don't know? What are
Ice.
some
and
safety tips for ice fishing?
You got those things around your neck. That's
Your
one thing,
spikes.
right?
the
The ice spikes right there,
Yeah.
right? Show those bad boys. Good for
There you go.
I mean, I've
Jay's
never
got-
needed them, but if you fall in, it's kind of hard to pull yourself out because it's so wet and slippery. So you just grab those around your neck and stab it and pull yourself out one after the other.
Yeah, those just hang around. You put those around
Yeah.
your neck, so you just got them all the time around you.
I thought he had Phillips head screwdrivers around his neck there too.
Yeah, those are nice, right? And I think the number one safety tip I can give people, besides safe ice, is take a buddy if you can.
Yep.
Ice
Yeah.
fishing
Oh,
by yourself is
100%.
very dangerous, man. Right?
And rope.
Rope is
Really
good.
thick
Take a
rope.
buddy. They
So your
have
buddy can pull
flotation
you out.
suits now that you can buy that's actual for ice fishing that has built-in flotation. That's kind of expensive, but that'd be nice if you could afford it, right?
Right.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, take a buddy, man. Ice fishing is fun, but it can be dangerous. People die every year during ice fishing season. Every year, without fail, somewhere in the season dies because they fall in. And the scary thing is too, if you fell in through ice and you have maybe what, depending on the water temps, 15, 20 seconds to pull yourself out, or you're going to just freeze up and just drift away.
Yeah.
I'm 280 pounds. I'm going to tie a 14-foot pole to my waist as I'm walking. I'm like that guy that's walking out there with a pole. Looks like he's on a balance beam or something, keeping me from falling all the way through the ice.
That's the other thing too, is if you're going to take a buddy, take a big buddy. So he'll go in
So
first.
he goes out first.
Oh,
Dominic,
Never scared. Dom is never scared.
I thought you were just scared of talking about ice fishing.
No,
He's scared of
no,
that.
because I've only been technically I wasn't supposed to be ice fishing when I did ice fish, and I was in a pond, on a pond, and the pond was mostly melted. But that's a whole nother subject. I was a kid. I was dumb. I
We're
was
talking
an idiot.
about safety here.
I
Yeah.
caught
You're not
fish.
supposed to go on ice when it's melting.
True, very true.
And
Don't
pretty
do
much
that.
springtime.
Don't do what this idiot done. It doesn't work well.
And make sure you take bells where if you do fall, somebody can come find you, right?
But not them ones.
You almost had them.
Y'all and jumping on my bells.
If you do
More
fall
cowbell.
in, though, it's the one thing. If you do fall in and go in the ice or in the water, I mean, it's hard not to, but people, set in the panic mode, But the one thing you don't want to do is panic. You just want to put your arm. You don't want to try to swat at the ice because you're just going to break more of it. So you got to lay your arms out and you got to wiggle your way out, and you just got to keep flat the whole time. Spread your weight across the ice, get it spread out, and that's going to help you not break any more ice.
We got ice picks too when we
100%.
go out, and we're especially first season and late in season. We've got these it looks
bar.
like little ice picks. Yeah, spud bars, ice picks. You'll step out, hit it with your foot, and if it's safe, hit it with your bar as far as you can stretch it out, and just kind of keep going out until you get to the spot you want. So
don't be afraid to talk to locals either. Get people give you updates on ice
And actually go where the ice is real thick. Get an auger. Don't throw a rock through the water. Through the ice.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that well.
The first time I went ice fishing, I think I told you this story, guys. It scared the heck out of me, man, because I was out on really nice ice, like Steve was saying, nice clear ice, and it was at least, I want to say, 4 inches, so it was plenty safe. But because it's clear, I could go out there, I don't know, 50 yards from shore and look down, and I go like, oh my gosh, I'm probably in 25 feet of water, and I see plants and stuff at the bottom, right? It's kind of freaky the first time, right? You're like, am I supposed to be out here? I don't know about this.
No, probably the scariest part is people. I mean, we're talking about it. If you've never been on the ice, dude, it cracks, it pops, it's talking to you all day long.
The laser,
freak out.
The lightsaber sounds, right?
Yep. Ask Randy my first time on the ice with him. I was scared.
You tried to run, didn't you?
Yep. I tried to run.
It's like, where are you gonna go? Hey, where are you going? If it was cracking, you'd be gone.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh yeah, but Randy was like, no, come on, it's fine, come on. I'm like,
come on,
all right. So I'm like, baby stepping it.
Yeah, it's scary.
Looking at my surround. You always want to watch your surroundings too, because that snow that's on the ice can cover a hole.
Oh
and
yeah,
you can step right in it.
Fall in.
Break an ankle, fall, whatever.
Back in the day, we had a 12-inch ice auger, I believe. So we had two for jigging purposes. We had two holes right next to each other. Well, I think it was my older brother. He covered the holes up with snow, kind of when we were almost done. We're packing up, and I was little. I don't remember. It was just a story I was told, but he covered them up with snow, so it just looked like ice. While my dad walked over them, and each foot went in each hole. So and he couldn't get out because you could only push so far. So my brother had to help him out, and he was really young at the time too. And I mean, we laugh at it now, but I mean, that had to hurt. But yeah, most of the time when you hear ice crack, that's just ice just making more.
It's
ice.
Getting thicker. It's getting getting stronger. It's when it's quiet. That's what gets scary.
I've had it where I'm sitting in the hut, fishing or just sitting to warm up, and all of a sudden you can hear the ice cracking from distance away, and it went right through our shanty, and like water flew up out of the holes and stuff, and we're like,
yeah, that's scary.
But then again, it was cold out. The ice was just producing more.
Nada.
He's on now.
See, that's what makes it fun. That feeds the addiction for ice fishing. For me, anyways.
Yeah,
so you're not all there.
This is true. This is very true.
Nope.
I'm with Daryl right now. No.
We'll get
We
you on
live-
some safe ice. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Take you on some 3-inch there, Dom.
Excuse you?
3 inches.
No.
What about
What
2
about
feet?
20? Yeah. Now you're talking.
What about 2 feet? Me and Randy usually go to 2 feet of ice.
What?
Yeah,
There they
and this
go.
season you
Say
can get
hi.
some thick ice, man.
Yeah.
Now
When we
you
go,
get
you
down.
get really thick ice, and you can pretty much drive onto it if you
Oh
want.
yeah,
don't
2
want
feet
to.
easily. Easily, I've seen cars on ice.
Well, if a car, if I can watch at least 2-3 vehicles go by
And you feel
on
better.
the ice.
How about I take you on the snowmobile and we'll just go?
No, Jay, I'm not going with you.
All right. All right.
No.
Sounds like they're trying to play Ice Road Truckers or something here. I don't know.
Come on.
Ice Road Fishers.
Hey, we
I'll
were
stay
saying you
down.
want to go with a
Hey,
friend
y'all
and a
stay
big
up-
guy.
Y'all just stay up here and freeze, and I'll just stay down here in Georgia and fish on water that never freezes. How about that?
I'm here to tell you.
Got to adapt there, Daryl.
Dom,
For
Dom,
What's up?
if we get drawn together, you're coming to Tennessee. I don't want to hear no, maybe, whatever.
Did you see what I said? You said $10-15. You just trying to get me to the edge of town.
Yeah. You're coming to Tennessee, brother. We're gonna put you in the spot if you get drawn with us.
Well,
You
all
can get
right.
up. You ain't staying up there in Skunk City.
All right. Well, in my defense, I did catch fish. I promise you, it wasn't long after that live stream ended Saturday. That rod went down. I was like, "You rotten sucker, you!" I was
Hey,
like,
Dom, I
"You
got a
are
question,
something."
though.
And then I'll be with you in a second, sir. And then the second one went down, and I was like, "Well, I tell you what, yes, Steve, what?"
what's up?
Hey, was your wife with you like Jay's with his? Is that how that fish was caught?
That would
Did
be
your wife catch it?
Ghost
No,
Rider.
Frank was with him.
No, I was alone when I caught the
After-
fish on the live
After
stream.
Frank left.
Oh, exactly.
Randy's 100% right.
Randy, no, Randy.
Yeah, he's 100% right.
No.
Here's a way to
Alright.
test. Here's a way to test the ice. Use a couple handgun rounds.
Yeah.
But
Shoot
do
them
it.
straight down too, and so if the lead comes back and burns your eyeball, it's thick.
Right.
Shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
Shoot
Hey,
your
well,
eye
I
out,
got a
dude.
few more minutes, but and I know Adam, you want to talk about a little bit about your tournament next Saturday, right quick.
Hold on one second. My son's talking to me. I'll be right there.
Oh,
Dom
okay.
can take
Never
over
mind.
on that.
Never mind.
I'll tell you all about it. I don't mind. It's cash
Go ahead.
for kids. It's kids with different. I'm not gonna say disabilities. With different abilities.
Special abilities.
Right, special abilities. I like that. That are in wheelchairs and all different types of special abilities, and we're asking for at least a $5 donation. There's links up everywhere about it, and it goes if you go on Adam's Facebook or YouTube or
I'll
TikTok
post
or
the link
wherever.
up here.
And the link is about to be in the chat. All you gotta do is go to it, and it'll go straight to them, and we'll see it. And there will be a raffle. We have some really awesome, amazing sponsors. All except these two I know. I think one is the bearded hooker. He's horrible, and the other one is the Jay Sanchez guy. Get a Hook, Colorado. He's another one. Just no, I'm joking. Those my brothers. But we have a lot of great sponsors. Y'all go check them out and show these children some love. I was gonna get the catfish sumo. We love Daniel. We love Daniel. You on the other hand.
We even got we're gonna have a Micah Burkhart signed one of his signed rods. So
Heck
yeah.
That's awesome.
we got a
Them
lot.
things look
I put the link in the chat here. That goes right to the page, and you can get all the information on the donation. The link's in there, and the tournament rules, and also all the sponsors below that. So you check them out. Lots of stuff coming in. I just got some Jules catfish bait. He sent me a ton of packs of different scents of their pouches that they run. So that'll be in there.
Actually works too.
Saturday.
That is at 9 a.m. Eastern, and that goes all the way till 1 p.m. So, yeah, and then after that, we're gonna switch it over to Stan's channel and do the live giveaway there for everyone that donates. So all you gotta do, I mean, it's a minimum of $5, and that will get you in the the drawing. We're not gonna do tickets this time. We're just gonna keep it simple, and let everyone that gets in, have a chance at some great gifts from our sponsors. I'll be actually in the tournament fishing it. I wasn't going to, but everybody wanted me to, so
You got peer pressured into it.
yeah, but I will also be, I'll probably put in a couple rod holders to give away as well for the giveaway at the end. So.
That'll be Saturday the 16th from 9 a.m. Eastern till 1 p.m. Eastern. So, guys, you're gonna want to get in that. We've got several people already in it. So that's awesome. I don't know that I've still got the updated.
Oh, what's up, Mello?
I think we got like 16,
That's my cousin
16
right
people.
there.
Oh, that's great.
Mellow
But-
Geezy.
Oh, it's going to be a fun tournament. I can't wait.
As far
Dude,
as
how many
anybody
of y'all are
wanting to
fishing?
get it, as far as anybody wanting to get into it, you need a Cat Claws rod holder. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to draw the cutoff line like today or tomorrow. If you don't have any to get in it, so if you want to get in and you don't have a Cat Claws rod holders, scoop them up tonight because things are getting pretty busy for me, and shipping's been really slow. It's bad. So I don't want to, you guys to get someone get it and then their package doesn't arrive. So I'd feel terrible. And I'd probably still let you fish it then.
What do you guys think about catching catfish to the ice? Because I think I'm going to try that year. I mean, I've never done for catfish
works,
to the ice. Yeah. Will it work?
Channel cats, yeah.
Can you use just
They
the
do
same
that,
setup? Big old circle hook with some cut bait on it and just put it on the bottom, or what?
That's what I've heard. I mean, you could use a treble hook, but yeah, cut bait, worms, carp. I've never heard of.
I've seen carp come through the ice, but I've never caught one myself. So that's another thing.
I know Steve catches a lot of them, so I didn't know if he'd caught any carp during the wintertime or not.
No,
I think that'd be a hard fish to target because they probably don't.
This was only my very first year chasing carp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you caught a few.
So I did pretty good this year, but yeah, this is my first year. This year, I'm hoping to try to catch one through the ice.
That'd be fun, right?
Like I said, I want to put we've got 14 different species right now through just normal water, but I want to try to get that many through ice.
That's awesome.
So I'm trying to set some pretty crazy goals this summer or this winter, but hey, we're just gonna see what happens.
Yeah. Real quick, we've got 7 minutes. I'm going to talk about. Also, I've got my tournament coming up. It's actually the Guard Dogs tournament. It's called the Big Dog from the Bank.
The Big Dog.
The Big Dog of the Bank. Yep, Big Dog of the Bank tournament. What's up, Steve?
That's me.
He's saying he's the big dog.
It's called the Big Dog of the Bank. It's going to be a tournament of 5 fish. Any fish you want to target, you'll count your 5 biggest fish, and whoever wins. The only thing we have with this, you can fish with 6 rods. One of them has to be using a guard dog. You can go to guard dog guarddogproducts.com to get them. You can get them in a 1-pack, you can get them in a 3-pack, or you can get them in a dog pack. I think that's like 4. So the more you buy, the cheaper they are. But the winner of that will get.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah, baby! The belt is in the house.
That's the only time he'll ever wear that
Big
belt.
screen there, right quick.
You're gonna send that to Utah.
No, Daryl, do they have to catch it on the guard dog device for it to count towards the count?
No.
So
You just got to use one guard dog.
If they catch it on a non-guard dog, it still counts.
It's a 6 fish It's a 6-rod limit. So, and you can have 3 people fishing with you. This is etched in. This is not a sticker. We had this etched in, so it's not going to peel off or anything like that. And then I really like this. I found this picture. It's not of me or my family. Not that picture. That's the USA flag. But anyway, here we go. I'll get it there. Tell me when that comes in clear, guys. Is that pretty clear?
Right about there. Right about there.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So
good.
that's a picture of a father and son on the bank fishing. I thought that went really good with this belt.
That looks real good.
So this is going to be done like we do the King of the River tournament. It will be whoever wins it has to put it up in 3 months. So it's going to be a great tournament. It's going to be on the 23rd, November the 23rd, starting at 9 Eastern time and goes till 2 p.m. If anybody wants to get into that tournament, please get with me. Let's see if you can be the big dog of the bank. So right now, we're just now getting it out there. So if anybody wants to get in, we've got an open, lots of openings for everybody. And just contact me. You can contact me on my Facebook account, Daryl Morris, or you Trophy Seekers Outdoors. Either one of those. Got a phone number, you can call me. So
I'm gonna look good wearing that belt.
yeah. Hey, you could break your skunk right there.
No, I've already broken my live skunk, so I'm gonna do it. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
No.
Hey,
yes,
Adam.
I did. I caught a fish alive. I broke my skunk.
On the live fishing tournament, you have not.
And this will be a live fishing
this
tournament.
isn't part of the live fishing tournament.
This is going to be a live tournament, and it will be part of the live.
I've caught fish live in the tournament, okay, sir?
Okay.
How many fish don't count?
Just to let you know, Don, this next year will be in the live fishing tournament. There you go, baby.
It's not now.
Hey, Adam.
What's up?
I got an update for you, brother.
Let's hear it.
Carolina Lakeweights just sent me a message saying that package is on the way to you, Jay. Have fun. Can't wait to see the giveaways.
Awesome. Yep. So we'll have Carolina Lakeweights is going to be helping sponsor as well for the the King of the Claws. There's a ton of them. I'm still trying to gather, all the donations.
So yeah,
put that
you
up.
can win, and you can win one of these too.
That's from RA Customs, J, Colorado J. Get hooked.
Hey, Wabash Nate said.
I saw what he said.
He said bluegill don't count.
Hey, I caught blue cat on Eric B's channel cat tournament. I also caught 1 channel cat, 2 blues, and 2 flatheads. All right.
Wake up, dog, you're dreaming.
I catch fish.
And then he woke up, guys. Then he woke up.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. He's dreaming.
It's on Eric B's. I have video evidence.
I believe you, Dom. I believe you. Don't listen to these haters.
They're just haters.
That's what I'm saying. Don't listen to these haters.
Dom,
I'm staying out of this.
Dom, if you get thrown on our team, are you coming to Tennessee?
Yeah, I told you I would.
There you go. I got just the perfect play.
I can't even get this damn thing to focus. You ever seen these reels, the inline ice fishing reels?
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
These are pretty fancy.
I mean, River Rat. You are a big dog. I can't. You're not the biggest dog, but you are a big dog. He is a
big dog.
Yeah. You're not the biggest. You just a big dog. I'll give you that, brother.
I think we've lost control, Randy.
I think it's time to bail to get while the getting's good.
Oh, we appreciate it as always, everybody that's tuned in. It's been a great night. Learned a lot about ice fishing and where I'm not going to be fishing.
We're gonna get you out on the ice.
Hey, if I've got that 14-foot pole tied to my waist, 7 feet this way and 7 feet that way, I'm going out there on the ice. But other than that, no. This boy ain't.
How about we just put that pole, tie it to a tree, or tie a rope to the tree, and then you can get tied to it, and you just walk into the middle.
You'd cut the rope. You don't like me. You'd cut the rope on me, Jay. Come on, man, little brother.
That's hurtful.
I know you. I can see that joke,
man. Dang it!
But,
I just wanted to see
Daryl. Hey, when you reel in a rod or a fish with a little rod, you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna want to keep going back and back and back.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tell me, you can put a little rod on the boat on the Tennessee River.
Quit playing with your rod now, Steve. We're trying to close
All right.
this out.
It's my
Take us home,
favorite.
Daryl. Take us home, Daryl.
All right,
before-
guys,
before
we
they
enjoyed it.
cancel us.
Thank you, everybody,
Talking
for
about
coming in
little
tonight. Adam, hey, appreciate your brother, Mr. Dom's coming up here, and Jay, and Hooker Steve, and Randy. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming. We love you. Catch us next week, right here, same place, same channel. Bye.
Woof, 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 woof.